I always knew I wanted to be in a business of helping people. That just so happened to be the car business.
For a business to be successful for over 25 years, it just shows our commitment to the customer and the community.
We really are doing something that we love, and that's making people happy.
For every customer that steps through these doors, we want to create the best car buying experience out there.
Because that's how we've always done it.
And that's how we'll continue, driving forward.
All right, folks, this game you're probably going to enjoy as much as any game. One of my all-time favorite games, and probably my all-time favorite game in the Fieldhouse, and that would be 2012 Missouri Tigers ranked number 3 in the country, and your Jayhawks ranked number 4. We're going to pick the game up with 10 minutes and 47 seconds left in the second half, and we are behind. The good guys are behind, 67-51. We have played awful the whole game. We're trying too hard. We're tight. We felt pressure. There's so many things going on, but we were still in great position to win the league. I think we won the league that year by 2 games, but a win here by Missouri, which they've already won in Columbia, would give them, I think it would tie the game with a couple of games left. So certainly it would be anybody's league at that point. But this right here would probably solidify our championship, but I still think we need to win 1 out of the last 2 to clinch, but this would have done it. And if you remember, Missouri did not have a good team. They had a great team. Their pieces fit so well. 4 little guards, obviously around a terrific 5-man, and they could all shoot, they could all pass, they could all handle. And in this particular game, they were right. And kind of like us going down to Baylor this year. I mean, we were focused. That was a focused team. And the building was jumping, and they tried so hard to help us, and we have given them no reason to up until about right now. Okay, now we play this, we run this all the time. This is against the zone. We call this Zone X. So Thomas will screen the bottom guy, and then if Kevin screens the top guy, and we try to create a pocket right there where our shooter can come off the shoot. And our shooter in this situation was Elijah Johnson. But they guarded it well. And so what Kevin does, and I'm going off of memory here and really haven't seen this in a while, but what Kevin should do is obviously screen, I believe that's Dixon, screen Dixon, all right, and force him to go over. Force him to go over to create a cup right there just outside the Big 12. And then after that, Kevin should go clean up, and I believe that is the other Pressey. Go clean up on Pressey and bring Tehan, who is, what, a shooter, you know, to the top there, and let's see if we can get a look. Right there. Perfect. Perfect. But see the pocket that created, and certainly Connor jumps up and knocks it down. Connor Tehan, who we all know and love, was 6 of 6 against Missouri from 3 in his senior season. In this season, 2012, we went to the national championship game. He's 6 of 6 from 3 against Missouri, counting the 2 games. And that was money. 4 for 4 today, 2 for 2 at Mizzou. He is a terrific shooter. So the building wants to come alive. We're trying. Denman is terrific. Great D. Oh, Elijah. He did a great job, and then he reached when he crossed him up. Kimmy English right there, who's now an assistant coach at Tennessee. Oh, that's a weak call. Weak. Thomas flat hedges and gets back. Trying to front Ratcliffe on the post. Get the ball to Pressey, who was so good with the ball. Good hedge by T-Rob. Force a bad shot. 50-50 ball we get. Ty, what are you doing? That is all made by You shoot a bad shot, which Ty would do that every now and then. Shoot a bad shot. Look at Kevin Young's. Did Kevin Young go out and set that ball screen? The ball shot, and then he gets the rebound right there. That is energy. That is winning. Then he, of course, misses the easy one, but leaves it for T-Rob right there to clean up. Those are plays that win games. Those are not plays you coach. That's players making plays. Look at that building. Buildings, hey, hold on, I got to go back and look at that. Matt Kleinman, Markeith, Brady Morningstar, and Marcus. Three of those four helped us win a lot of games. I won't say who didn't get a chance to play as much. Matt. Okay, now we got to lock in. Kilmy English, terrific shooter. That was close. That was an inch short. You know we're playing through, trying to get the ball to Thomas. Travis. Travis was an unorthodox player, I thought. I didn't think he was ever a real smooth offensive player, but he could get from A to B as well as anybody, and he was so strong and crafty. And an unbelievable defender. You got to make those when you put yourself behind the 8 ball. Dixon right there bringing it up. They got a little advantage speed-wise. Now, Teahan was a great shooter. I'm not going to say he was the greatest defender we ever had. But that guy right there guarding Denman, that's two Kansas City boys that grew up together guarding each other. I want you guys to watch this little thing. Now, Tyshawn Taylor, he's an extra strong help here. So he knows right now that they have an advantage with Dixon with the ball and team. He knows that. So Connor does he does a pretty good job, but the reason he doesn't beat Connor wasn't because of Connor, it was because of Tyshawn. Watch. Right there. Look, look how far off Tyshawn is from his man, and look how quick he closes out to Pressey, who is jet quick. Right, I mean, guys, that is a guy competing. I got to show you this again, because there are going to be some other things we're going to show you about Tyshawn here that's remarkable. Look where he is. That is a direct pass, that's not a lob. Look where he is right when he catches it. That's about as good as it can get. I forgot. You know, you get spoiled, but then you forget. It doesn't get better than that. And now watch the drive. And he called the foul, but I'll live with that every day. I'll live with that. What an athletic play by Ty. 9-point game, 8 minutes left. 10. We still hadn't kicked it in yet. They're still in this zone, whatever kind of a matchup, easy. But two guys get credit, Kevin, and then watch Thomas Seal. See, when you're there's nothing illegal about that at all. When you're a post guy and you're big, you want to keep a body on your man. And what happens is if he doesn't have a body on him, Ratcliffe could relocate under and contest. Instead, that's uncontested. That's as easy as it gets. Gosh. Come on, Kevin. They have no offense. We have no offense. We're just relying on individual. That right there, of course, we're catching Max at a bad moment right there, but that is maybe as classy a guy. There's 3 classy guys right there, Shane Zanger, Jim Marchione, and then the legend right there. Stud. And we miss him. You know, I will never say I like Missouri by any stretch. I could say the polar opposite. But as a basketball coach, you had to really, really appreciate the team that they had this year. It was a well put together team and all the pieces did fit. And I want you to watch this possession though. You know, I get on Thomas all the time how he never guarded anybody, which he didn't. But watch him offensively right here and how much energy this takes to put your body on a guy the whole time. He's putting his body on Ratliff there. Look at the post. Look at that. Walking him up the lane, trying to – he's open. He was open. But they had good pressure on the ball and couldn't throw it. Watch him right here. He's working. He's working. They're backing him. They're fronting him. Look right here. Now he's posting right there. And then just go to work. And Thomas was not a real vertical athlete, but he was so strong and powerful. That's so impressive. I mean, you get where you are so in tune with what your present guys do, but man, it's fun watching some of these old tapes. There's Travis with his hands. Great defense by Trav. Trav was good in this game, I remember, because we played him in the middle of the zone some. And he was good. Puts us in the bonus. He just missed the front end earlier. So go back up and knock it down. Take some confidence and makes them both. They feel it. They just like we did at their place when they had us down, when their crowd got into it. You can feel the other team making a run, and I know they feel it right there. We switched so much, but watch this little play by Thomas. Show and get back. Just to discourage right there, make him catch it a step further out. Now he'll get right back to his man, buy time for Travis. Pretty good. Flat hedge the first one, hard hedge the second one. All ball, good. How good is that? I mean, he's so fast. That call could have gone either way too. We were probably the beneficiary of that one. Now the crowd is into it. We're down 20. I believe 19 in the second half. And now we cut it to 3. This place is jumping. Repost. Good hustle. Thomas, I like this. What did Thomas say right here? My bad, that was weak. Watch him. I love that. I love that. I love it when guys can say, you know, my bad. Okay, we just get it in. No, nobody hurt. You can go back and get it. Ball screen. What is he doing? That's what I would tell. Hey, as I said, I think before, which I think is one of the only few good sayings that I probably come up with on my own, is Tyshawn can make plays that you can't coach, and then he can make plays that looks like he's never been coached. And that was certainly one of them right there. I'm sure his high school coach, Bob Hurley, would agree with me on that. Good job by Thomas helping. Moore was a great ball screener. Good job, Travis, everybody. Connor actually did an unbelievable job keeping the ball in his hands that long. Gave Travis a layup. We just missed it. We're trying too hard still. They got nothing. That's no field goals in the last 5.5 minutes. They don't have anything right now. Mizzou was up 19 in the second half. Wide open, just missed it. We'll play to that all day long. Probably a good timeout there by Frank Haith. Watch this right here. Travis Relaford. Okay, so the low man take the roll man, or the low man bump the roll man, however, whatever terminology you want. And everybody wants to load up and jump to a ball screen. But he's guarding Denman. And Denman's a terrific shooter. So when they bring him up behind, Travis's job is to bump Ratcliffe to slow him down so he can't run a straight line to the basket and then get back to Denman. But in this particular case, he's too worried about Denman, and he fake bumps him, and Thomas can't recover and leaves him wide open. Bad D. Bad D. That's hard to guard. That's why so many people are running so many ball screen actions these days. Or one of the reasons. Okay, we're going small now. Kevin's out of the game. We're going to play Travis at the 4, and we're just using him as a continual ball screener. Just continual. Go get it again, Trav. And trying to isolate Thomas on the back. Good pass. Good pass by Elijah. Big time. Down 3 again. Big good drive by English. We clear. See, it's a zone matchup, so Travis is just trying to screen them all. Just screen everybody, Travis. Hopefully everybody will come out to guard, and then we can just throw the ball to Thomas. That's all we're trying to do right there. That's all we're trying to do. It's perfect. Just piddle around on the perimeter till our man can touch it. Now, I apologize if I'm getting excited right now. I haven't seen this game in probably 7 years. Oh, I have just told you about Tyshawn Taylor, about how he is the best, the toughest, the fastest, but watching ball watch right here. Look at that. Dadgummit, Ty. Easy. Easy. Look at him. He knows. Look at him. You know, one thing I've always thought about coaching is, you know, late in the season, you don't get on your guys near as much as you do early in the season, ever. And of course, I've always thought you kind of break it down. Even early in the season, you get onto them more early in the game than you do at the, towards the end of the game. But this time of year with the stakes, this is not a time you get on any tie. Wake up. All right, this is what we got to do, because you got to win the game. And you don't want a guy leaving a timeout with his head thinking that coach is pissed at me or whatever. You want him to think, no, he just corrected me. And I know that I can be guilty of that a lot, as correction meaning pissed. But at the end of the game, I hope I do have a different demeanor, because we have to win the game. Whereas early in the game, it's like, no, we got plenty of time to recover. We have no time to recover right now. That's why the last 5 minutes of the game are the most important minutes, because mistakes are magnified. Early in the game, you get a chance to make it up. Late in the game, you may not. Let's see what we do this. We're on a 19-6 run. And we believe in Connor. Look at this. We believe that is so good by everybody. And Connor Tehan, we hadn't mentioned him much, but gosh, he played well. Played so well.
Kansas was in this position themselves about 3 weeks ago, right? In terms of trying to close it out after having a lead, not as large a lead, but trying to hold on. Let's see if they've learned
And as a coach, there's not a better time to be a coach than right here under 2 minutes in a one-possession game. Oh, we fouled the crap out. Watch Travis here. See, Travis did a better job, not great at bumping him, but they rolled the guy up, and the thing that he was most most nervous about the first time, where they scored, was Denman getting off a three. So what's he do? He runs at him hard, and he gets lifted. So did almost everything right, but gets lifted, and then, of course, he gets inside, and Thomas fouls the crap out of him there, but obviously ends up fouling Ratcliffe. They call the second one. Ratcliffe, good player. Makes them both. Pressure. Down 3 again. We're going to keep doing the same thing. Really don't have much going against this little matchup. Just trying to confuse them, but basically all we're trying to do is get the ball to T-Rob. Bad shot. Bad offense. That probably would, I don't know how many timeouts we had left, but that would have been a good possession to call a timeout to make sure we got something good. I want you guys to, great defense, great. Great. I mean great. Great. Almost made it. Almost made it. All right, what do we got going here, Ty? Timeout. I could be wrong here, but I think we run chop. Our old chop play. I could be wrong. Let's see what we do here. Chop, okay? Dribble handoff. Thomas will set a ball screen and roll. I could be wrong on this, but I think what happens here is Thomas is going to set a ball screen and roll. Travis is going to fade screen for T-hand, okay, when he comes off. When Thomas runs to the rim, Elijah is going to loop back up and catch the ball on the wing. Okay, let's just see what it looks like. And when he catches the ball on the wing, he drives it when we get an and one. Let's see if that's what happened. Ball screen, Elijah goes to the basket, fade screen with T-hand. And I remember I told our guys, we're going to throw the ball back to Elijah. Watch what happens when you throw the ball back. He drives it, penetrate, and one. I don't know if a team can execute better than that. At game point with this much on the line, this is perfect basketball. At least the way I see it. Ball screen, run, screen, drive it, force help. That is big time. Big time. Big time. Now this place is jumping. They call timeout. And then this is controversial a little. Well, let's see what we got here. They said it. We put T-hand now on Ratcliffe, okay, because we knew that they would set a ball screen, and so whoever had the ball, then now we can switch it rather than have Thomas on him. We put Thomas on whoever's in the corner right here. That's probably English, even though he's a really good shooter. We put Thomas on him, and then boom, he drives it. We're beat. We're beat. Elijah, in this situation right now, Elijah should be thinking, I'm forcing him to the switch. Did you see Elijah turn his head for just a count? He shouldn't be looking. I'm forcing him to the switch. And watch Pressey very cleverly fake like he's coming middle and then drive the slot. He beats Elijah. Thomas comes to help. And I will say this, I'm really happy they didn't call that. But that was an unbelievable defensive play. Unbelievable. Right there. He definitely got him with the lower body, but nothing up top. This place is jumping. I used to get on Thomas all the time about defense. He definitely got all ball up top. So now we go to OT. So we can breathe at least. I mean, we've been down 19. Let's just breathe. Trying to do the same thing. How do we get the ball to T-Rob? Perfect. Travis wasn't ready to play. Wide open. Wide open. That's not true. Teahan made a three a little bit ago. Bad play here by, gosh dang it, guys. Thomas should be, well, it's so loud you may not hear, but you watch Tyshawn. This happens all the time with guys. Look, watch Tyshawn's head. See if he looks where the screen is, as opposed to trusting. He looks as opposed to trusting, and it beats him up down the slot just like Elijah got beat. And Thomas has to foul him. Tyshawn giving my bad. We are going with Teahan. You know, I'm going to say this right now. I don't know what happens next, but one of the reasons why Teahan's so good to have in the game, he's 4 for 4 this game from 3. So what do they have to do when he has it? Guard him hard. Whenever you guard a guy hard, it's so much easier to feed the post. So just having Teahan in the game to be able to get the ball, see, run at him hard, that right there plays to Kansas's advantage. Big time. But he won't be able to get the ball unless Teahan's being guarded hard. And unless you can't dive off of Teahan when the ball goes to the post. They stay, which allows Thomas to one bounce rhythm dribble and get into his jump hook. That's what shooters do. That's an illegal screen, and he makes the shot. So Missouri fans that think that they got the shaft in this game, that's illegal right there big time. And he makes the three. Officials obviously, I mean, they did a great job but in this game, but certainly calls, good and bad, go both ways. They're staying in their little matchup. Good offense. Travis pulled the string on that one a little bit. We didn't switch much back in the day. Not like we do now. Pretty fortunate. They've got some looks and hadn't made them. Just like we got a look last time and wide open didn't knock it down. Okay. Let's see what they do here now. Thomas is, I don't know if they're in the same D there. That looks like more of a traditional 2-3. And we screen it and watch Tyshawn split. Too late, too quick. Too late, too quick. We're up 3. I want you guys to watch this play right here. We call this the Oklahoma State pin-in play. Coach Sutton used to do this all the time. Now what? He's going to act like he ball screens. He's going to go baseline. Number 10, Ratcliffe's going to act like he ball screens. And now watch Pressey drive baseline. And then Ratcliffe will pin back because they're hoping Robinson will hedge. Going to the baseline, he'll pin back and try to nail Travis, and then Denman shoot a 3 on the wing. You can tell that this was well scouted because watch Elijah's head. He will turn because he knows where the next pass is going to Denman. Like right there. He knows. Look. He knows. And right there, Travis doesn't do a good job right there. And little bitty things. Paying attention to scouting report right there. Watch this. He knew that's where the pass was going, allowed him to deflect the pass, which took away their hottest player getting an uncontested 3 right there to tie the game. Unbelievable play by Elijah. That's what coaches see as great plays. They got Connor on this one, which I think was a good call. But watch the ball shot. Look at it. Here's basketball's funny. Thomas does a crap job blocking off here. Okay, best defensive rebounder we had, maybe in the country, does a crap job blocking off. Watch Travis then, and when the ball's shot, he accidentally hits Thomas to knock Thomas totally out of rebounding position, and therefore Ratcliffe gets basically gets it naked underneath, and Connor has to foul him. Watch Travis. Right there. How about that? Little things like that cost us a possession, and Ratcliffe gets the ball, and now Connor fouls him. Good call. Unfortunate, we could have handled it much better. He's going to make them. He made 2 pressure ones earlier. Makes both there. Good defense there by Steve Moore. Really good defense there. They put a heavier body in on Thomas to try to give him some problems, and it worked right there. That was a good adjustment. They're going to try to pick on Tehan. Nope. Now they're going to try to pick on Trav. We got to get a stop here. Look, I'm going to, you watch tape and you notice things. The lady right there behind the bench, right there with her hands over her mouth, that's Fern Badson, one of our Lowell supporters. She's more nervous than I am.
I think they're taking Kansas off the hook a bit by settling for jumpers.
Good defense by Connor. Good rebound, T-Rob.
That'll be the afternoon for performances. College basketball fans, Thomas Robinson, a big-time 20-plus double-double for him.
Uh-oh.
First free throw miss, but
Let's see what we got.
performances by the 2 leading candidates for Player of the Year today. From the corner, English. Back outside, Dixon. Guarded by Tyshawn Taylor.
Makes it. Wow. Wow. I want you to watch right here. That was a switch, okay? Guard, dribble, handoff, switch. Tyshawn kind of screws this up because on switches, you should talk, touch, take. And right there, watch how he waits for Denman to come to him as opposed to going to Denman. And he gets off. Just that little mistake right there end up costing us 3.
The three-pointer from Denman, who shot daggers at the heart of this KU.
Boy, I tell you what, now the building is quiet. We're going to run chop right here again. Remember in the regulation we ran chop? But one of the best guys we've ever had here go back door is Tyshawn. So we're gonna, and if I remember this correctly, Elijah's gonna take the ball, he's gonna dribble hard at Tyshawn. whereas Thomas is going to simulate, he's going to set a ball screen. I may not even told anybody that this is what we're doing besides Elijah and Tyshawn. Travis will set a fade screen for Connor. He's going to come off harder this time. And look how high that floor is. And look what happens.
Go inside fairly quickly if you can.
That is big time execution. And then, of course, Ty's so athletic, he finishes it. So you can see right here, this is all BS right there. But that chop play has gotten us 5 points where we had to have it the most. And good, strong finish. That was picture perfect. I actually think that they take the lead here. Wow. Wow. There's still a lot of action left to be played. That puts them up 1. Now I want you guys to see the most athletic play. I want to go back and watch this with Tyshawn right here. So we have a rule.
12.1 to go. Got to get back to Tyshawn.
We have a rule that, Coach at that time could call timeout whenever he wanted to from the sideline. So our rule is you let me worry about the timeout. So if a team scores late game like that, it's my responsibility to call the timeout. It's your responsibility to play as fast as you can. So in this particular situation, Tyshawn takes it coast to coast and gets fouled. All right? What a play by Ty, okay? But that's not the play. This is the play. Makes the shot. Travis throws it in. Tyshawn should have been moving up the floor, and he deflects it to himself. Gets the ball right there at the top of the key. Okay? It's pretty impressive. How many bounces does it take to shoot a layup? Folks, that is not something that you see that often. How about that? Those long strides and how fast he is. Great execution by everybody. Travis gets it in, fumbles it. 1, 2. That amazes me. That's one of the most athletic plays anybody's made since I've been here. I got a feeling he's going to make both of them. All right. Now we got to get a stop. Put Kevin back in. I'm sure he's back in for Connor. Could be wrong. A little bit more size and quickness. I love that about him. When Kevin first got with us, he drove me nuts because he smiled all the time. I mean, he was always doing that. Always. And I'm like, well, why are you smiling? You just turned it over. But he's just a fun, loving guy. Danny coaching his butt off. Joe, everybody. Now I want you guys to watch. So now, if I'm not mistaken, we took Connor out and Thomas is going to guard Ratliff. And I don't know. I mean, it hasn't happened yet, or guard their 5-man. But in this particular situation, I believe that's how we'll do it. So we're not going to. I don't believe that we'll switch because we were going to switch with Connor last time. But let's see what happens here. Now, we can talk on whatever we want about Thomas and how I could talk trash on him. Thomas, you shoot every ball, guard somebody. Watch him slide his feet here with his hands high at game point to make sure he doesn't foul. That's perfect. That's perfect. Watch. I mean, look at this. He helps. He guards him. That's perfect. Textbook. Then they throw it cross court, and they can't get it off. Clock 0 when the ball's still in his hands. and Denman played so good he made it anyway. That's probably that, and of course the OU game and 3 overtimes, I believe, are the 2 most exciting home games that I've ever been a part of. That was fun. Thanks for letting me relive it.